Do you guys believe social media, video marketing, or relationships is more effective for scaling your business?
I don't do any of that, so I'm just gonna
You're
pass.
you're the open house guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I do all of it. Yeah.
Which one do you find more effective in your business? If you look at the ROI in the last 12 months,
Relationships.
relationships.
Yeah.
I think for me personally, it's relationships. The difference between marketing and prospecting. For me, I'm more of a prospector.
I would say it's certainly always relationships. That doesn't hurt. It's also the lowest likely cost of the source of business. But for me, video on YouTube is big. Like kind of what Andy brought up in terms of like the different tiers of category. What I found very effective with YouTube or just Google in general, right? I mean, people are searching for something. So if they're searching of moving to an area, searching for a house or new construction, whatever it may be, they're already probably closer than others. And so that's why we're continuing to put a lot of emphasis on growing that pillar as one of the pillars for us.
Yeah, and for me, what I find in the social media marketing space is that the video content actually helps create the relationship further, because what I notice is that for the social media that comes in, people are looking at it, they're seeing your ads, they're seeing your posts, but through your listing videos, through your engagement talking about the properties, people like it and they want to engage with you because they know who they're talking to. They like you, they see you, and they decide to want to work with you. And some of my podcasting and videos have given me clients who have given me multiple properties for sale, but that relationship wouldn't have been built without the video being up there front and center, because remember this, it's working 24 hours a day while I'm out on vacation, sleeping, whatever. It's working for me and giving me future business that I have to earn. Which social media platforms have offered you the best connections with your clients? For yours is open houses, but what kind of open houses have given you the best clients, Andy? Certain areas?
I joke about this, but I think it's completely true. Like, when you do old, stale listings in the middle of town, the only people that walk into the open house are people that just started their home search, or a seller who's about to sell their house. Like, why hasn't this house sold? And those are the best leads that you can get, right? Brand new first weekend open houses. Most of the buyers that come in already have real estate agents, right, that they're working with, right? And so like it's brutal trying to get those people to transact. But when you do old, stale listings in the middle of town, like they're by definition overpriced. That's why they're not selling. The only people that show up are people that don't have agents, and those are the people that you can help the most. And you're gonna get a lot of that moving forward. I mean, it's not completely fair to say that I don't do social media, because I actually do a lot of home videos for when we're selling the houses, but I don't, I got 2 posts on Instagram, right? But I have like over 2,000 followers because I use it to text people, so.
And again, I don't do, banners and shopping carts. I would say probably Instagram is one of my favorite. And LinkedIn. Man, LinkedIn should almost be the new Bumble. Whew. Wow. There's a lot of reach on LinkedIn. It's crazy. And I'm married, right? But it just seems to be a platform where everyone just keeps adding and adding and adding and commenting. And that's actually a pretty good one, too. LinkedIn is a good source. I met one of my favorite lenders ever on LinkedIn. He gave me a referral, and to get my business, of course, ended up with, I'm on my 5th transaction with that family right now. And that was 3 years ago. And that's all from LinkedIn. So random. And I've, of course, given him like hundreds of millions of business, but that's different.
Can everybody go Facebook friend me right now, please? It's a joke, but we're using Facebook, and we think about it as an evidence of success for people that we know or that we don't know. So when we take a new listing, when somebody joins our team or organization, when we're selling something, and what we're focusing on is not the, oh my God, we just sold this, or we just our buyers just got into contract. It's telling the story behind that. Here's why that's important. They're relocating to be with their grandkids, or they're moving out of state, for retirement, and telling the successes of that. I don't think that we do a great job as an industry really of telling the story. Everybody knows we're the number, whatever, people are top 5% or 1% or 1% of 1% in San Mateo, but what does that really mean to the client, and how do you connect with them emotionally? So that's how we've been able to scale some of our business on through social media, Facebook.
Yeah, for me, outside of YouTube, as I brought up, yeah, LinkedIn is a phenomenal. I mean, both LinkedIn and Facebook, because you can, accept or add people that you want to target or connect with, especially on LinkedIn, where it's very powerful, right? If you say a lot of your clients are coming from Google or wherever it may be, then that you can connect with a lot of people, add value, have one-on-one conversations, and so I've done a lot through LinkedIn just organically.
So what are some of the tools that you guys are using to scale your business?
I mean, the biggest one is there's so many ways to get a lot deeper of the tools that you may already have. So for example, a CRM. Well, CRM on the high level can just be a storage of notes. I mean, it could be that on the very high level, or it can get a lot more sophisticated, right? You can run campaigns through it automatically. It can give you reminders automatically when it's someone's birthday, when it triggers when you should be doing something. When's the last time you spoke with somebody? So as you can see, you might want to just look at your tool stack and realize there's a lot more that you could do. We use another tool called Sisu. That's more for analytics and tracking, because a big part of the shift in just being more conscious with money is whatever is working, you can double down, triple down on it. But if it's not working, you try to figure out why it's not working. And the question is, do you keep doing that or not? Because at the end of the day, we all have a finite amount of time and money. So you may as well say, okay, well, which ones are performing the best, and just continue to put a lot more emphasis and improvement and going deeper into that.
So, the top two that we're using, number one is Brivity. I don't know, has anybody heard of Brivity before in here? Okay, good. So go check it out, but it's a transaction management tool. When you look at a transaction, somebody goes from a lead into escrow or pre-list into a listing and then to escrow and then to close. What are each of those action plans or baskets along the way? This helps you out with that, and you can create those and edit those. For lead generation or new clients, or to connect with past clients, we're using the conversion system, which can give them search alerts, can give them automated market updates. You can put them on campaigns and send text through that automatically, and then it's an app on your phone. So those are probably the two high-level systems that we're using, along with a bunch of other low-level stuff.
We have a newsletter that we send out once a month. So, and we don't have one of those creepy, you're not gonna stay names of brokerages, but like as soon as you email someone and you're on that mailing list, it's more of an organic mailing list where our clients get added, to our content. And we create that content, we kind of sit down and brainstorm past and previous sales. It's not about cleaning your rain gutters. I'm not trying to teach you what the market is doing. It's just more like a way to keep in touch with our clients. And then we do a little Thanksgiving, that's our yearly gift. We give these cookies. There's maybe 30 cookies. It's a cookie decorating kit. And we go and we personally drop them off at every single one of our clients' doorsteps. It's very costly. I think we spent like $7,500 on cookies last year. But it's so totally worth it. And our clients send us like beautiful photos of, how they decorate these cookies, and then we put that in our newsletter. So we have a very Buffini approach of how we use our systems, and that's our approach.
So I use my iPhone and the contacts in the contact section, and an Excel spreadsheet to take care of all the deals, and that's it. I've tried everything; they're all too slow. iPhone, contacts, and iMessage text to talk to people, and an Excel spreadsheet. That's basically all you need. I wanted to mention one thing that I think in the last 20 years that I do wish I did a little bit more. I do wish I spent a little bit more time with my team members hanging out and having fun times. Because I think I've worked really hard for 20 years and I kind of lost sight of some of the fun stuff that goes on. And even with other agents in the industry, I think I should have had a little more fun. But I think I'm going to err on the side of working too much, but I think I should have had a little bit more fun in the last 20 years. So now we're focused a little bit more on fun.
I think you just answered the next question too. The next question was, which tools best help you communicate with your clients? You mentioned the iPhone messaging.
Yeah, I don't use email. I live like I don't even check email anymore. I haven't checked email for like 5 years. I know it's funny, but it's like who is important to you that has to send you an email? Nobody. They'll call you on the phone or they'll text you. It's really simple. Same with being with your clients.
Do you do videos too? Video messaging on your phone?
I don't do that.
Maybe we're just all overthinking it. I love it.
Wait, what did you? Clearly I have early onset dementia.
What tools best help you communicate with your clients?
I would say my cell phone. I'm a big, I was born 1980. I'm aging myself here, but I'm a firm believer in like, hey, how are you doing? I don't need to hide behind a text message. I don't need to hide behind a direct instant message. I don't need to create hand signals. I just pick up the phone and I ask you how you're doing. And a lot of I feel like the younger generation is really scared of direct contact. And direct contact is that's where we're gonna know how someone's feeling. A text message, it gets lost in translation. So I am also a firm believer of meeting in person and getting on the phone, Yeah.
I think the tool is a little OCD. You got to be a little OCD to contact these people and text them and message them, and you're driving and you go, oh, I got to call Bob, or I got to call Susan. But I'm a big advocate of the face-to-face too. That's the relationship part of it. That's where you're asking for the referral and you're bringing value, and they don't do business with you because necessarily you know everything about the market. They do business with you for your character and who you are, and that they're going to take care of you. So get out there and get the face-to-faces each week. Meet with your top 25 and people from your database and your past clients and friends, and have more fun doing it. That's the name of the game. If you're having fun, that rubber band doesn't stretch and you don't get burnt out.
Yeah, no, the best communication tool, I don't know the best tool per se, but just commenting what others are saying here. Yeah, that face-to-face aspect of just, like, everybody's busy running their day, whether it's us as agents, whether it's them with their family and their lives, and it's always great to go out for dinner, invite them over for dinner, grab a drink, and just talk about whatever. And I find a lot of joy personally with the relationships that, for me personally, that happen after closing, because that's just the beginning of a new relationship.
What areas are you focusing on to continue developing into your business in 2022 and beyond?
So for me, most of my clients, so as you listen on this panel, there's many ways to be successful, and there's many, you can be successful in all sorts of different ways. So at the end of the day, it's important for each individual to decide what do they want to truly master. But also, where do you want your business to come from? For me, a lot of my business is buy side. I would probably say it's 80-85% buy side, just naturally in how I've grown it. But it's not the right balance that I want. So like learning from Andy, learning from others that are really, really good at farming. I've tried it and dibble-dabbled of it, but the commitment of it is actually the hardest to also stomach too, right? Like my guess for Andy is not, he didn't ramp up to 100,000 like the first year, right? And most don't, but you see the successes of it now. But to be able to start small and really grow it and be very deep with that community and then grow it incrementally, it's a very hard thing, because these are, in my opinion, I think a very long process, right? They're not just going to, they saw your card, all of a sudden they're going to call you. No, that's not likely the case. Maybe if you had a previous transaction, then maybe, but a lot of it just takes time to build up. And it's a very different game. So a lot of it has to do with what is the cycle of the pillar of that game. So for example, Zillow leads are a lot faster, right? That's why they're some of the most expensive leads for that reason. They know it themselves. Maybe farming on a dollar amount may be some of the lowest, but it's a very long term. You have to do it consistently, and you still have to win the appointment, right? So it's just important to understand which of these pillars do you want to focus on next. And for me, the farming aspect is something I never got down. I want to keep trying and learning because it's clearly been successful for others, but there's a lot of steps to it, and that's a big part for me.
Have you guys heard of skating to the hockey puck? You know what that means? Okay, understanding where your business is going and how to set the goals and make the goals. So when you look at what's happening in the market, we know we're maneuvering from a seller's market to a neutral market or maybe even a buyer's market. If you look at markets, they don't stay neutral for so long. They're either trending one way or the next. So where am I going with this? You don't sell coats in summertime. You don't sell bikinis in the winter. So when you look at your pipeline right now for 2023, you go, wow, who do I need to obtain? What relationships or where should I put my focus? For us, it's buyers right now. We want to build that large buyer pipeline because we know the days on market on our listings are going to go up to 90 to 120 days. The servicing, the cost of those is going to go up. And so we're going, well, where's going to be some of the easy money? So to ask me where we're focused on building a huge buyer pipeline so that when we get into the buyer's market, we will be able to transact very nicely for individually and as the team. Talking about this, each year the goal should be for you guys who are thinking about this as a business. We all think about it like a business. We're not out there to transact one or two transactions. This is, we're building this pyramid of growth. I think you look at it and you go, okay, a decent business is I have 1 to 3 pillars of business coming in, whatever those are. Internet, expireds, for sale by owners, geographic farm. That's an okay business. A good business is going to have 3 to 6. A great business is going to have 6 to 9 pillars, and an empire is going to have 12 plus pillars maybe that are out there, like Mariana said, like tentacles grabbing deals that are coming. So we're always looking to add those new lead sources. Specifically for 2023, though, it's radio. I've met with the radio station twice in the last 15 days, and really think that that's going to be a way to garner some market share in the Sacramento area.
I'm going to keep doing what we've been doing. I'm going to enjoy more time to spend with like my sphere, right? I haven't had any time to spend because I've been deep in transactions, which is great because that's revenue, and you're always available for revenue, right? But I'm just going to break bread. I'm going to go to the pool. I'm going to hang out with my clients. I'm going to give them baby gifts. I'm going to go to parties, and that's just organically going to create business. So just catching up on that was something I totally lost last year because I was just too busy to do that. And that's also, if you figure out what you're good at, like I'm a horrible cold caller. I mean, I could do it. I used to do telemarketing, but it's so cheesy. It's so not me. Not that it's not somebody else. I respectfully respect people that know how to cold call beautifully. I just don't really thrive doing it. I absolutely hate door knocking. I feel like a prostitute. Not for me, right? But so I know my lane. My lane is people, and my lane is to just continue to just meet with them, and it has to be organic. This week I signed $9 million worth of listings organically, right? It just didn't, like, my clients signed them for me. I never even told them. I was like, it was in DocuSign. You get to it when you get to it, right? And it's like completed. Oh, cool. I guess we'll be selling a house in Woodside next week, right? Yeah.
I have a question. No offense.
Sure.
We all have different level. I love organic, right? I actually love natural model. However, when you have the first early stage of your business, it's no way to be organic. No one will give us $9 million of listing to sign. We don't have that relationship. So my question to you is, if you look back, when you first started the business, like I have been in business for 5 years, and I'm trying to build up a team, plan up, and I want to travel light, and lower my expenses for everything. It's hard to do that.
I mean, I do really believe that being organic can happen early on in your business. This is my 8th year in business. So 5 and 8 is not too far off. And when I was in my 3rd year or 5th year, I don't think lowering your expenses is the key. I think just really finding what makes Stacy Stacy, is really important. When you actually stop wearing a cover and you're comfortable in your own skin, that's when you're going to get listings. And Stacey, did you not tell me that you have 5 listings right now? So you're telling me that you're like, oh my goodness, I don't know what to do with myself. You do, right? So congrats, and keep doing what you're doing. But be organic and authentic about it, because no one's going to buy the version of you. They buy you. So be you. I don't know.
I want to show one thing.
No.
I think I might do some video. I might do some Instagram. We'll see. Don't bank on it. I'm going to spend more time watching my son play volleyball. I need to do that. And more time with my kids. And travel a whole lot more, right? I went to Switzerland in the fall. Going to Thailand now. I'm going to hit Italy in the fall. So I'm trying to do more of that fun stuff. So, what I found in this business is that in life, everything is hard, okay? Being fat is hard. Staying in shape and eating healthy is hard. Being married is hard. Being divorced is hard, right? Being poor is really hard. Working your ass off and making tons of money is hard. You got to pick your hard in this business, just in life, all right? So just consider that as you're going about this business. And like you've seen, there's tons of ways to skin a cat, but you have to be consistent and you can't give up. So that's all. I don't know. You guys had any closing thoughts?
I actually have one quick thing to comment for Stacey, and what's really exciting about like my growth in general. I mean, there's 2 ways to get more business in a sense, at a higher price point, right? You have one, which is you might target the open houses in a specific area. I mean, a specific area could be naturally a specific brand of prices. So that's one way. Just do open houses there. The people that come in, they're going to be at a higher price point. That's one option. And the other option is, they're always, like, how do people get into luxury listings? And I hear this story a lot. I'm not a luxury specialist at this stage or anything like that, but a lot of it happens, they do business, they do a lot of business, they're always out there, they're always hustling, and then there happens to be a client that happens to be in that price range. And then now all of a sudden you're this luxury agent, and it is your job to keep growing and fostering that relationship because of who are their friends, right? So what's super exciting for me and my growth is, as I get to higher and higher price points, there could be, the circles are now different, but it is up to you as an individual to be more part of that circle and to put emphasis in that, because you have 2 ways to think about it. You can just keep putting your head down and keep grinding away, and you don't really change your average price point, or that's a very rare opportunity. They know you and like you and trust you a lot because you already helped them with a transaction, but how do you grow that? And so you want to be very diligent of that. You're not using them, but you're being very diligent to be in that part of their circle, and that can completely change your life. And as long as you keep putting the effort, like the people here on this panel can get luckier because they also work their ass off. You get lucky, the more you work, the luckier you get, and it's kind of it's an interesting thing, right? So just put in the work, put in the right work, and everyone has a chance to be successful.